James was cross. The fat controller had sent him to collect Welsh coal for Henry. "It's not fair. I have to cover Henry's trains when he's sick, and now I'm his errand boy? Ridiculous! And I don't even get a thank you." "I'm sure it's appreciated," Edward smiled. "I must admit that coal has done wonders for Henry. Imagine what it might do for us." Edward meant this in jest, but James smirked. He began making a plan. Over the next few days, James pestered his crew about the coal. No matter how he asked, the answer was always no. But James was persistent and wouldn't relent. "He's insufferable," grumbled the driver. "Perhaps we should just give him some." "You know we can't," sighed the fireman. Unless..." The fireman smirked and whispered his idea to the driver. Next morning, James's crew came early to the sheds. He was surprised to see them. "You know, old boy," whispered the driver, "you're right. You do deserve some of Henry's coal. Let's hurry to the bunker." James was giddy, but did his best to contain his excitement. James backed down to the coal bunkers. He couldn't see what his fireman was doing, but he didn't give it a second thought. What James didn't know was that his fireman was shoveling regular coal into his tender. James had forgotten the bunker the other engines used was right next to Henry's. Soon, the fireman was finished. James puffed away as quickly and quietly as he could. He arrived at the big station full of pride. He had plenty of steam and was so early that his train wasn't ready. "Never mind," he scoffed. "I'm so strong, I'll have this sorted in no time." James set to work, smoothly shunting the trucks in line. Soon, all was ready, and the guard blew his whistle. "Here we go! Here we go!" James chortled. James took off like a rocket. Hillsides and houses were a blur, and children pointed in amazement as he passed. James was early at every station, made no fuss about shunting, and seemed to leave as quickly as he came. By the end of the afternoon, James arrived back at the big station. "Couldn't be better," he smirked. "Why waste that special coal on an engine like Henry when I make much better use of it?" "I beg your pardon?" Walking towards him was the fat controller. "I had come to congratulate you on your fine work today," he rumbled. "But it appears we have another matter to address." At that moment, James's crew appeared. "Pardon me, sir," said the fireman, "but you've got it all wrong." By the time he'd explained the trick, James was aghast. "So, all day I've been using regular coal?" The driver, fireman, and even the fat controller burst out laughing. James blushed. "I must apologize for my previous assumption. You did do a splendid job today. Hard work does not go unappreciated on my railway. As such, you will continue with goods work for the remainder of the week." James was speechless. "Now that we know what you're really capable of, it should prove no challenge for you." James did stay on goods work. He hated it. "You know, Henry," giggled Percy, "this coal makes me feel stronger than ever." "Sounds to me like you've taken James's special coal," laughed Henry.